All right, folks, we are back.
I have a pack of clothing for you in that Tuesday.
Callan, Dawson, Kasandra Gehrke versus Jessie Irvine. Good to see her out here in her backyard on center court. And what's cool about this format, Scott, we're getting everybody on. Everybody's getting a chance to play on center with some new players. So let's talk about what's going on here. This is going to be their third match, so we're still updating some of the math, but the positioning here is going to matter significantly. So again, if it was to end the way it is now and there are more matches and more calculations, the number one woman, in this case would be Elise Jones, would play with Ben Johns. This is going to change.
Yeah, I think they might be one. This might be maybe
this is
one match behind, and then they're going to
behind.
play. So there might be two more matches that are going to affect this outcome. But I told Jessie before this match, tell Ben if they can win by a lot, it would help Jessie go higher in the standings, which would give Ben a chance to play with her if he wants to. So you gotta incent your partner somehow. Tell him, hey, if you want to play with me, we have to win big.
So big opportunities here from a seeding standpoint, and again, to reiterate what's going on here, we're talking pool play with mixed this afternoon. Within the pools, the women will play together in every combination against each other, 3 matches, as will the men. And then the top 2 women will play together, and the top 2 men in each pool will play together, and then 3 and 4. So really fun format. We're seeing some really interesting. We're seeing Ryan Sherry running around doing some great things in mixed doubles. We talked about it. The Waters, we've pulled them apart. And they're undefeated.
They're still winning.
No, obviously they'd be pulled apart in mixed no matter what, but they won't be playing together in women's later today either.
No, the different combinations of people we've seen today have been great. Jessie and Ben have only. I think they've only played one other tournament together. It was like 2019 TOC. Not sure how that. Actually, I do know how that went. That was Ben's first mixed doubles gold medal at TOC, which Jessie proudly takes credit for, as she should.
As she should.
She had been playing all of about 8 months at that point.
And just came rolling in and grabbed herself a gold and got out of there. So Ben Johns, Jessie Irvine versus Callan Dawson or Ben Johns and Jessie Irvine, Callan Dawson, Kasandra Gehrke. Can Kasandra get that Ernie game going here, Scott?
Kassandra's Ernie game is always on.
Yeah, exactly.
So she absolutely can. And one other, playing Callan is a good partner for her because Callan moves the ball around, and when that ball gets moving, it will get down the line, and Kasandra will read that. The problem here, though, is that's Ben across
yes.
the way, and Ben knows this better than anyone. So if Kassandra's getting an Ernie, it's not going to be off Ben's paddle. It'll probably be off Jessie's.
So here we go. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Dave Fleming with Scott Crandall. Let's play pickleball. Kasandra Gehrke to serve. And Jessie Irvine's tuning into backhand. Welcome to the Showdown.
Yeah, it's pretty solid when she knows something's coming.
Yeah. Oh, that's nasty because the face was not saying the ball is going there.
It fooled me. I didn't think it was going there.
What I mean by that is it looked like that was a cross-court position, and then she slid it slice, which is really rare in pickleball to do that. That's why it was so good. Because that's where that face usually goes, cross-court.
That's tough because Kasandra and Callan played an awesome point.
Yes, they did.
Still lost it.
Gehrke saw it, but there are so many areas of your body that he can get that to, and he's not going to give you the easy one down the line for the Ernie. It's just not going to happen. Oh my. This is going to be disheartening if they get out of this. Oh my, they do. That is pickleball at its finest, folks. What a point. And just an absolute onslaught. Irvine and John's playing to perfection.
Second serve. 6-0-2.
Oh, and it just gets over Gehrke.
Jessie's smiling because that ATP was going out, but she was
in the perfect position.
She was in the way, so she had to hit it.
Beautiful power by Callan Dawson there. All right.
Ben has hit some really nice roll thirds, and Callan has handled them beautifully, and Kasandra has handled that one beautifully too.
There's a nice job by Dawson. He's going to have to really sell out, obviously, when your opponents get 7 on their first serve. That's it's a mighty daunting task. Just a second late to see that opportunity was there. Quick player, baseball player. Was a sidearm pitcher. You see that serve just like the sidearm pitcher would hit a pickleball. And for those of you that are wondering the value of just being set and having a relaxed body, you saw it there. Ball ripped at Ben, no movement, block it down, and then finish violently. Really well done. It's hard to be set. So Irvine and Johns will switch at A1. We'll take a very quick break. Johns and Irvine looking very good here at the Selkirk Lab Showdown. Welcome back, everybody. Johns and Irvine reminiscing about the crazy point in the middle of that first half of this match. See if they can keep it rolling here. Good job by Dawson. Keeps the dink down and then goes and cleans up his own setup. And just too good. Gehrke on the ground again.
It wasn't, it's like she hit a nice shot.
Yeah.
It just sat up just a hair too high.
And she sits backhand,
and
so
just
to
flicks it.
find that other side of her body, it's just not open. Oh dear. Oh
Go.
my. And what you saw there is both players threw up a lob. It wasn't a good one, but they didn't retreat. They stood in there and defended. Johns did it first, and Dawson says, I see you and I raise you, and pushes all his chips in the middle. Let's see if that can inspire a little run. Oh, that was an ankle breaker.
Well, you can't tell where Ben's going to hit it, and so if you're moving while he hits and you guess wrong, yeah, it can look bad sometimes.
And 2 in a row just ripped down the middle.
He's just nervous that Jesse's enjoying playing with Ben. Another fun aspect of this format.
Yes. Like, ooh. You do not get extra points if you hit the guaranteed rate sign. So good effort by Gehrke there.
We have guaranteed rate signs on our courts at Piccadilly.
Love it. Great supporter of pickleball. That's just, if you are so committed to the backhand and you are having to unwind the stack and then have to hit a backhand from that position, it's just not possible.
A lot has to go just
so
right.
Much. Oh, sky hook. And Callan, Dawson played a brilliant point there, had Ben on a string, and that almost never happens.
Callan has such good low dink quality. He just never pops it up. He always does the right shot.
So a incorrect receiver there. Again.
Pickleball needs scoreboards.
Yep. So you get a wrong receiver and a loose volley. Let's see if they can tighten it up and finish here. That is a dangerous spot to speed it up, because if the one-hander isn't sitting on it, the two-hander certainly will be. And Bert.
Bird alert.
Here he comes. Boom. Bird, of course, is an Ernie, for those of you that are Sesame Street fans, that is done in front of your partner. Ooh. Just leaning back slightly on that one.
Yeah, which was going to pull it down if it had gone in.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so stuck on 12 again. We talked about differentials could impact
Yes.
who the standings end up being. Wow, Callan set up exactly what he wanted on the run there and just didn't have the paddle where he wanted it. And of course, takes a look at it. Ooh. Just tantalizing, but perhaps a little low for that.
Ben was sitting on it, even if he made it.
There's that same situation. Just running over there. That has to be hit with a forehand. And this is match point. Oh. I Thought he might wind it around for an ATP walk-off there.
When Callan and Kasandra were at 2, I wonder if Ben missed the return on purpose so that they stayed on stack the rest of the match. He's that smart.
Oh, yes. So, a impressive effort by Ben and Jessie here. So we're going to do some math, folks, and get back to you with where this puts everybody. But impressive from Irvine, the hometown lady, looking great on her courts near her home. We'll be right back after this at the Selkirk Lab Showdown.